Hello, gentlemen and beautiful ladies. Okay, y'all, here's the deal. Gonna make some pepper steak today. Chinese pepper steak. It's real easy to make. You make it real fast, real quick, real cheap. But you gotta do it right. It's kind of a process. And I've got that process honed in like a Corvette, I'm telling you. Anyway, you are going to need a wok. You can use a large skillet or a pot, but you gotta get it extremely hot. But you can do it. But the wok makes it easy. And I don't know what it is when you're making Chinese food. You always, hi-ya! Saturday morning kung fu flick. Every time I make Chinese food. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's make some pepper steak. Okay guys, now you got your wok hot. Now here's the biggest secret of cooking with a wok. You gotta have that sucker hot, and don't cook more than one serving at a time, which is basically this one bowl full. And that's it. There are ways around cooking more than what fits in this, but when that thing's cooking, you don't want any more than what fits in this bowl. You do a piece at a time. So I'm making 2 servings tonight. So I'm going to do the meat first, then throw the vegetables in, then throw the meat back on top of the vegetables, add the water for the gravy, done. That quick. But if I throw everything in at one time, try to do a stir fry, it doesn't matter what I'm trying to stir fry, you're going to wind up with a steamed, nasty looking mess because you got too much junk in there. That's your best friend. If it fits in here, that's all you can cook in your wok at one time. And just for the gravy, what I do is I take beef bouillon. For every cup of water, I add at least 1 little square of beef bouillon. So I'm going to be using about 4 cups of water, and I got 5 bouillon cubes. All beef. If I was doing chicken, I would, use chicken bouillon. Now this is for the gravy at the end. I'm going to add cornstarch. There is no measurements. Soy sauce. Gotta add your soy sauce in here. If you're making any gravy, add soy sauce to it. It's going to add all the salt, everything you need for awesome gravy. And that's it. We're going to set that to the side. I could put some sweet soy glaze in there. That's not going to hurt anything. Give that a shot. I'm going to use that to marinate the meat in a minute with the soy sauce. If you want, you can also use classic stir-fry sauce or oyster sauce. You need a little bit of soy sauce and then one of these other flavors to kick this off. And especially that bouillon, you need that bouillon cubes in there for sure. We got the meat. And you'd like to cut it across the grain. Also cut it at an angle. Just increases the surface area. Makes it look cool. It's almost a shame cutting a steak like this. Hey, y'all, you can use a lousier cut of steak. I try to use the best I can. It does make a difference, but the restaurant, I guarantee you, they're not giving you a ribeye to cut up for pepper steak. It's kind of a shame, but it makes a difference and makes this stuff kicking. Well, I almost forgot. Got to marinate your steak. Add some soy sauce. I'm going to go ahead and use this sweet soy glaze. I could use this stuff. Give that a shot. And then we got to just mix it around and let it set. Okay, now for the vegetables, you're going to use bell peppers, of course. If you want more color, get those ones that are red and yellow. Doesn't really matter. And you want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. Now I'm going to cut up 2 onions, these small ones. I may actually even add a third. But if you got one of these big softball size onions, just use one of those. And check out this meat. It's going to soak up all that soy sauce. And that does make a difference. You really need to do that step. Now y'all check this out. I'm gonna add mushrooms to mine. I need to get rid of these things, so that's why I'm doing it. It also adds a little something extra onto the, pepper steak. The whole thing is, if you're making beef and broccoli, it's the same exact recipe. If you're gonna make like a chicken stir fry with broccoli and chicken and onion in it, same recipe except you use chicken bouillon. Same thing. It's still gonna make the gravy. You can make the gravy lighter if you want. Just don't add as much soy sauce. But it's basically the same thing every time. And once you got that process down, boom, you're in there. One other thing, y'all, is you notice I'm not cutting anything uniformly except for that onion, but it's even different sizes, because of the layers, the mushrooms, and that's all on a purpose. The deal is when you put down that bed of rice and you dump this on top, you don't have to put as much. It's because everything's all whoppy-jawed and different shapes and sizes. It takes up more space on the plate. So you can make this stretch, if that makes sense. It looks like a whole lot, but it's only 4 bell peppers. If I cut them all perfectly up, nice, diced, and perfect, when it hits the plate, you're going, man, I need more. But if it's all messed up and puffed up, kind of like a big hair day, you're in there. Y'all, here's the sequence of operation. We're going to add the meat. We're going to stir fry the meat. It should take about 2 minutes. It'll be done. We're going to remove the meat. We're going to throw the vegetables in. Going to stir fry them around for maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Add the meat back in. Mix it all together. Hit it with a little soy here and there, kind of give it the hit. And then we're going to dump in all this gravy mix. And then mix that around. And pretty much that's it. You're done. You turn it off. And that gravy will thicken up. And once that's thickened up, put it on rice, you're ready to eat. So 5 minutes, you're done. It takes longer to prepare this crap than it does to actually cook. Alright, let's smoke. Ah! Here we go. Kung Fu. Kung Fu cooking. Yeah, it's hot. Alright y'all, we're at about the minute mark. You can tell the wok's losing heat. And I got it on high blast furnace as high as it can go. And we're going to give it one more quick turn. That meat's done. Alright y'all, it's time for the veggies. We're going to add a little more oil. Olive oil. As if you care. The wok is still on super max high. Now these have been on there about 45 seconds, maybe a minute. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat back a little bit. I'm going to give it a shot of this soy. Just for a little something. Now y'all, what I like to do here is when the onions start popping, coming apart, then that's when I add the meat back in. It's almost there. They're not completely popped apart, but they're almost there. Another trick, y'all, is if you got big pools of water or juice down in the bottom of your wok, it's not hot enough. I went ahead and turned the heat back up. This is just about ready for the meat. This is going to be a real dark, rich gravy. I think I might have had too heavy a hand with that sweet soy. But it's alright. It's going to work. Alright y'all, it's been a couple of minutes, so the onions have busted all apart. We're going to add the meat back in and mix it. Alright. Then we're going to add the gravy. I'm going to go ahead and add it all. I don't know why. Probably don't need to. But the gravy usually tastes so damn good, you're going to want it. Alright, the gravy's thickened up. This is finished. Just got to turn off the heat. I'm going to go give it a little bit more mix. Basically, you bring it back to a boil or low simmer, and it's ready to go. Let's do a little taste test on this bad boy. Damn, that looks good. One last thing, y'all, I almost forgot. Me mushrooms. Can't believe I almost forgot those. I'm gonna mix those in, let them go about a minute, and hey, we're done. Now I got a plate full of this. The gravy is extremely dark, extremely rich, because I had a big old heavy hand with the soy sauce mix. But it still tastes pretty darn good. But normally I don't go that heavy. But when it hits the plate, it sure looks good. I can guarantee you I put this on any Chinese joint within 100 miles of my house, and this is what you're going to pick up. Because it's all there. Every single bit of it. Man, it tastes good. Damn it. It's right on there. What can I say? Alright, y'all, that's how I make it. It's fast, quick, easy. It's just a matter of working that hot wok just right. The whole deal is that rice sucks up that gravy. I'm a happy camper today. Little mushroom. That's how you do it, y'all. That's pepper steak. That's how I make my pepper steak. And believe me, I got that down. That's one thing, I don't have much down. But I got this pepper steak down. Anyway, y'all, I do appreciate you watching.